Hello everyone, today I Arushi Chauhan of class 8A of school RKM CBSE is going to talk about sustainable living. Our everyday behavior contributes to climate change and the decrease of resources. Therefore, it is important to find solution on a personal level. Let's see what is sustainable living. Describes a lifestyle that attempts to reduce an individual's or society's use of Earth's natural resources and one's personal resources. The three principles of sustainability is solar energy, biodiversity and nutrient cycle. Solar energy is an important component of sustainability. It sustains our energy sources and natural resources. Solar energy is something that we can rely for sustainability. Through solar energy, we are able to collect solar energy and turn it into electricity. Since solar energy is renewable and perpetual, it can be pivotal in making our energy sustainable. You might be wondering what biodiversity is and why is it important. Here are the answers to both. Biodiversity is the amount of species found in a certain area. The more species in an area, the higher the biodiversity. Biodiversity is important because it is vital to a healthy environment. If we had one species of trees in a forest, it would be easily destroyed. If there was only one species of animal in a forest, that population would be easily destroyed. Biodiversity helps an environment last. Nutrient cycling. Nutrient cycling replenishes some of Earth's natural resources such as carbon, water, nitrogen and sulfur. The water cycle replenishes our water supply through evaporation, condensation, precipitation, etc. However, when humans use water in an unsustainable manner, we can begin to ruin the resources in many places on Earth. Humans use water faster than it can be replenished. This leads to water salt erosion and lack of clean water resources. It is important that we understand these nutrient cycles so we can understand how we need to use these resources in a way that they can be replenished. This is big idea behind sustainability. We want to manage our resources so that they can replenish instead of diminish. Sustainable living stands for food, water, air, earth, shelter, people. Food. Food without using any pesticides and chemicals, growth hormones and non-organic food for the farm animals. Water. Effective watershed measures to enhance the catchment areas and conservative usage at all levels with the help of latest technologies. Air. Fresh outdoor air naturally cooled with earth as the heat sinks. Earth. The organo-earth and soils are conserved and built organically to help increase the soil organics. Energy. Self-reliant 100% net zero clean tech energy system designed to meet the community's load. Shelter. The organo shelter are designed to optimize the space and to encourage better interaction with nature. People. People and the way they live are important aspect of the community. Their interaction within and outside, their involvement in social welfare is an essential criteria. Some of the measurements to be taken to live a sustainable living. Say no to plastic bags. Plastic bags can travel long distance by wind and water. They litter our landscapes, get caught in fences and trees, float around in waterways and can eventually make their way into the world's ocean. CO2 emissions linked to electricity generation and AC use. Air conditioners also use coolants like refrigerants with high global warming potential when released into the atmosphere. Some of these agents are up to several thousand times more warming than CO2. Sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, and many other harmful gases are released because of crackers, causing respiratory problems and diseases. The effect of the air pollution caused by bursting crackers will not immediately subside the next day. Appropriate technology for sustainable living. Design and development of ET, ecosystem management, ecosystem based product, responsible consumption, sustainable habitat development, management of human wildlife conflict, harnessing renewable energy, achieving energy efficiency. First, design and development of ET. Appropriate technology is a movement encompassing technology choice and application that is small scale, affordable by locals, decentralized, labor intensive, energy efficient, environmentally sound, and locally autonomous. Second, ecosystem management is a process that aims to conserve major ecological services and restore natural resources while meeting the socio-economics, political, and cultural needs of current and future generations. Responsible or sustainable consumption. Sustainable consumption is the use of material products, energy, and immaterial services in such a way that their use minimizes impact on the environment so that human needs can be met not only in the present but also for future generations. Fourth, sustainable habitat development. A sustainable habitat is an ecosystem that produces food and shelter for people and other organisms without resource depletion and in such a way that no external waste is produced. Thus, the habitat can continue into future time without external infusions of resource. Such a sustainable habitat may evolve naturally or be produced under the influence of man. Management of human wildlife conflict or sustainable wildlife management is the sound management of wildlife species to sustain their populations and habitat over time, taking into account the socio-economic needs of human populations. Conflict between humans and wildlife and between humans over wildlife have occurred since the dawn of humanity. Sixth, harnessing renewable energy or using renewable energy sources are also better for the environment than burning fossil fuels. They produce less pollution, which will help protect the environment and provide us with cleaner air and water. Wind power. Large wind turbines generate electricity from the power of the wind. The biggest driver of environmental degradation is the fact that we are consuming resources at an unstable rate and therefore overproduction of goods is increasing. This is often a resulting of economic growth from affluent Westerners to growing wealth in the developing world.